Hi, I'm Nick Shell with Family Friendly Daddy Blog. I want to answer a question that I get sporadically, and I just happened to get it within the last 24 hours. That's something about my channel. I tend to be very interactive with people who leave comments if it can carry on a conversation here. And so I did a video called Will You Help Me? I need 1,000 subscribers by February 20th, which is a true story. YouTube changed their system now. So for me to help contribute to our family's income as a stay-at-home dad, I need more subscribers, otherwise YouTube will cut me off from the income there. So in response to that, someone had commented, they said, quote, "But why don't you work? I mean, is it hard to find a job? Is it due to the economic crisis? Just curious." So I responded, and you can see the response there. But ultimately, it comes down to a few things. And it's funny because I have another channel called Nick Shell, which is my name, where I'm mentoring younger men, most of whom are single, not married, don't have children. And they don't get it. They don't understand, yeah, why don't you just go get a job? Okay, well, my answer I think is more interesting than a lot of people would think. So here's the reasons why I don't just go get a job. So first of all, and it's funny because any mom, any wife with especially two kids, immediately, they almost just cut me off when I started explaining the first reason. And that is, my wife got a different position in her job right before I lost my job, right before they shut down my whole branch. So she got an increase in pay. Well, that increase in pay mixed with the child care costs that we have, when it was all said and done, it was only a $200 a week difference that I was contributing with the job that I had. So once I lost my job, then what happened was, we realized I'd have to make the same amount of money just to make us $200. But what we weren't considering is I was still commuting nearly an hour, so the cost in gas to drive all that way. It's funny, even the cost of food, less food is being eaten now that I'm not working as well. So definitely the cost of childcare, putting our kids in daycare, both of them, it's so expensive that basically me working right after my wife got her new position where she worked, I was working for $200 a week. I mean, that to put in perspective. And I know I have a lot of people watch my channel who don't live here in America, but $200 a week difference when I could be staying home with my kids, it's one of those things is you have to ask, is it worth it to commute, to put your kids in daycare, work all day for $200 a week when you have a mortgage payment? Because that's another thing. We have to think of what our expenses are. We have to think of paying off our mortgage, things like that. So that's the first thing. The cost of childcare offsetting what I was making. $200 a week. That means I'd have to find a job that paid more than I made just to find out how much more than $200 a week that I'd be bringing in. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I've actually been applying for jobs every week since I lost my job, which has been over 90 days now. I've applied for no less than 3 jobs every week. And the first couple of weeks I applied for more than 20, the first couple of weeks, until I started exhausting my resources and realizing, oh wait, I've already applied for that one and that one and that one. And just, I mean, I've got a college degree in English. I've got over 10 years in HR. I've got lots of experience in editing, making YouTube videos, obviously. I'm a blogger. So, I mean, I've got a lot of experience in all these things. But just because of that, I'm in Nashville. There's a lot of people here, a lot of people that are more experienced than me. And so there's a lot of competition. So on top of that, another reason is that I lost my job on October 18th, going right into the holiday season when people aren't really hiring. And now we are in January, maybe things will be looking up, but as many jobs as I've applied for and as qualified as I feel that I am for the ones I've applied for, I've only had one interview. They took me quite seriously, but they ended up choosing somebody else. And even then, that was further away of a commute. It would have added an extra 30, 40 minutes onto my commute, which takes us closer away from our kids. So what we have to figure out is, ultimately, we have to offset the cost of daycare I have to actually find a job, even though I've been applying nonstop for them. But I think the third thing is, and what a lot of people don't realize is, okay, well, ultimately, if it was only a $200 a week difference, people don't realize I'm a blogger. FamilyFriendlyDaddyBlog.com is an actual website. That's my daddy blog where I'm talking about being a parent. Well, people will pay me to freelance to also to feature them on my site. So I'm making supplemental income there. I'm also making supplemental income as a YouTuber from this channel and my other one, Nick Shell. And so it's only when I realize, oh man, I can't make money off of this channel anymore unless I have 1,000 subscribers. As of yesterday when I made that video, I had 328. So now I'm over 400. I'm getting there. But if we suddenly pull the plug on the income of one of my YouTube channels that I've been getting, it's going to throw some things off for our income. So, you know, and if I don't reach my 1,000 subscribers by February 20th, then yeah, we might have to seriously consider, okay, well, how do I find a job? It's not as simple as just, oh, let me go try to get a job at Best Buy. You know, maybe it'd be easy to get a job at Best Buy because I'm very overqualified for that. But the amount of money I'd make wouldn't justify the means of me leaving the home, putting my kids back in daycare where they often get sick, and then I have to be home with them anyway. So the answer to why don't I just get a job is this. I've been trying. I have to find a job that's going to compensate enough to offset daycare. And in the meantime, I'm doing my best to make money on the side using the skills that I already have without depending on an actual employer, just by depending on my blog and my YouTube channels. So that's why I don't just get a job, and I hope I've clarified that for everybody. I am all about working. I love working. I love working so much that as I'm still searching for a full-time job, something that I can really justify leaving the house and putting my kids back together, I'm so dedicated to working, which is why I'm making these videos and blogging so much, because it helps generate some money. And it's better that I work really hard to make some in the meantime than to not do that at all. So that's why getting 1,000 subscribers on this channel is such a big deal now that YouTube has changed the rules. So there you go. There's the answer. That's why I don't just get a job. For anyone wondering that, maybe one day soon I can. But I feel that as someone who definitely believes in hard work, which I do, the best way I can work hard right now is to continue being a stay-at-home dad who makes YouTube videos and writes blogs and makes money that way. So that's my answer. If you have any questions, let me know, because again, I feel like I'm pretty good about responding to people in the comments. That's really what this channel is all about, hey, I'm a real guy, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a writer, and this video channel is an extension of all of that. So this is a real person who likes to respond to real people who comment back, and we can learn things about me, but ultimately learn things about each other and how the whole world works. I'm Nick Shell with FamilyFriendlyDaddyBlog.com, the blog and the YouTube channel. And once I get 1,000 subscribers, it'll make it a lot easier for me to worry less about money right now, because I'm a hardworking guy. I like to work. I'm skilled, I'm talented, I'm creative, and I'm trying to get back to work. But right now, this is my version of getting back to work.